How many feet was this thing? What was the span? 80-footer. So what's Stu doing today?
Okay, this is my border sprayer, because the big sprayer with the suspended booms is tough to get a tight line with growing wheat like that. So I'm going across to all my fields and driving this sprayer, which stays low to the ground. I don't have to worry about drift as much, and I go along the edge of the fallow, between the fallow and the growing crops. And a lot of those growing crops are my neighbor's crops that I do not want to spray out.
So you're just cleaning out all these sprayer nozzles here?
Well, there was a bunch of junk inside of the sprayer because I left some stuff in it last winter and it crystallized. So these are the tips. These are fancy tips. And then inside of here is a screen. That one's clean, but there's been a lot of junk in them. And these O-rings are getting wore out, so I'm putting new O-rings in, thinking that it's letting it get past the screen because the O-ring is not very happy. These are kind of cool. They've got a diaphragm in there. It takes 10 pounds of pressure for it to let the spray go out. So if you stop and or turn off your pump or something, it'll shut off at 10 pounds and keep everything full instead of letting it just drain out when you stop. Took the pump off, took it to McGregor's, and they rebuilt it for me, which is super nice of them. And I put it back on, but it would only make 20 pounds of pressure, and these pumps should make a lot more pressure than that. But I eventually broke down. After replacing and trying all kinds of stuff and opening everything up, I went and bought a new stainless steel version of it, which was $1,700. And put that on last night, and we got pressure, so that's good. Now we're just making sure we're not clogged, so it'll spray right. And Jess had the wonderful idea, since we were getting stuff past our screens, that these O-rings we put in there were not ideal, and they are, I think she's right. So we should be golden here in a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't see an O-ring in front of it. Yeah, 'cause there's 4 there. Yeah, I did.
Is this a seat on this thing? What's this for?
That is. That's where I sit and watch the spray tips, and he stops and I get out and clean them, and then I get back on and...
Oh, that is hilarious. They built a seat into this thing. How cool is that?
You got enough O-rings, Jess?
Did you do this one right next
No.
to me here?
I've got an O-ring right in front of every one that I did.
Okay, so now I'll need one more.
Over here. Okay. So this is a ground-driven pump. As you're rolling on the ground, you got a chain on this sprocket rolling, and then it's making this one jam, which is then turning that one with 2 belts, turning this one. This is the pump. I just bought that yesterday, $1,700 for that stinker. So that's pumping, and it's got liquid coming out into here from the tank, and it's pumping it up. And then this is a bypass, and what this screw up here does is it adjusts the spring pressure on a little stopper valve that picks up, so when it gets up to a certain pressure, it lets it circulate back into the tank. So that's how you set your pressure. And then it comes out here into these 2 tubes, and this is left side, right side, and then it's got these little hydraulic cylinders that I control from the cab that open and close these valves, so I can turn on and off the right and left side.